Reasons why Boruto sucks. There are many reasons why Boruto sucks, but I'm going to name out what I consider to be the biggest reasons. And keep in mind when I say these things, I'm mainly referring to the anime, not the manga, because while the manga definitely has its own flaws, it's still significantly better than the anime. Okay, so the first reason is that the anime has way too much filler. And don't get me wrong, I completely understand that Naruto also has a lot of filler, but the amount is not even remotely comparable to Boruto. In fact, someone actually did a count and proved that Boruto's anime is 80% filler. What? Like, bro, why? That is obscenely disgusting and, like, come on. That's almost unheard of in the anime community. And it's not even good filler. I remember I was watching the most recent story arc of filler, and it was basically about trying to prevent a war between a group of pirates and the Hidden Mist village, and the writing was just utter Akamaru feces. Long story short, Boruto ended up helping to kill one of the main villains of the arc, and then a few episodes later, the villain's 10-year-old son came to try and kill Boruto for revenge. And then Boruto went into an existential crisis because he couldn't believe about the fact that someone wanted to take revenge and kill him.
What?
Like, bro, you're literally part of the military trying to prevent a war. What do you think happens during a war? And so yeah, long story short, Boruto had a mental breakdown and started wanting to become a pacifist. And so Kawaki, who is the only sensible new character in the series and the only new character I actually like, he was basically like, look Boruto, you are a ninja. Killing is part of our job. If you don't like it, maybe you should consider switching professions. But because he's Naruto's son, he eventually talked no jutsu'd his way into preventing the war. And which I won't lie, I never liked talk no jutsu in Naruto either, but that's beside the point right now. We're talking about Boruto and how garbage the story writing is. Also, that same filler arc gave birth to this monstrosity where it looks like Boruto busted his Rasengan. The only filler arc that was actually enjoyable was this one when Boruto and Sasuke magically went back in time, and it was entertaining mainly because we got to see all of the old characters, and that's why it made it good, not because Boruto was there. Another reason why not only the Boruto anime, but the manga as well sucks is because they massively nerfed Naruto and Sasuke. I've had I don't know how many people try and argue with me saying that Naruto and Sasuke are stronger in Boruto than they are at the end of Shippuden, which is completely capped. The only time they were somewhat scaled correctly was against Momoshiki. Other than that, they seemingly somehow forgot like half of the powers that they have. Naruto should have the ability to fly, but he never once uses it. He also should have the ability to use multiple different kinds of Rasen Shuriken via the tailed beast, and he only uses it once against Delta. But honestly, Naruto isn't nearly as bad of a culprit of forgetting moves as Sasuke. While Sasuke does use his special Rinnegan ability to switch places quite often, he seems to just not even consider using any of the other Rinnegan abilities. He uses Planetary Devastation once against Momoshiki and then never uses any of the other Rinnegan abilities throughout the series. Oh, and not to mention the worst fact of all is that somehow Sasuke is out of chakra about 90% of the time. In Shippuden, he consecutively fought Kabuto, fought Madara, fought Obito, fought Kaguya, and then still had enough chakra to fight Naruto. Meanwhile, in Boruto, he uses one Fireball Jutsu and Susanoo for 10 seconds and he's out of chakra.
That makes sense to me.
And the last reason I have as to why Boruto sucks is that it was almost meant to fail from the very beginning. See, unlike Naruto, which had a massive amount of world building which made the series very intriguing, Boruto doesn't have that mystery to it because we pretty much know everything about the world because of Naruto. Sure, there's all the new technology in the world, but at the same time, I feel like that's also detrimental to the series because at this point, it feels less like a feudal ninja world and more like cyberpunk. Another thing that's detrimental is that in Naruto, there was a lot of flashbacks about the previous generation, and that was super fascinating to learn about. But in Boruto, you can't really have flashbacks of the previous generation because we already know everything about the previous generation. The only thing they could do as far as flashbacks that I think would be kind of cool is if they did some flashbacks about Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and all of them before Naruto became Hokage and before Boruto was born, the little in-between time between Shippuden and Boruto. I think that would be pretty cool, but I find it highly unlikely that they would do flashbacks further than that. What they should have done was have a series about Minato because that would be significantly better for the fanbase due to the fact that we know and actually somewhat care about Minato. We didn't know Boruto or care about him when the series came out. And it would give a great opportunity to fill in all of the unanswered questions we had about the past that Naruto left us with. But anyway, these are just my opinions. Let me know what you guys think about Boruto in the comments down below.